It's not acceptable.
By December 2011, the first set of projects under his watch was commissioned at the headquarters of the Nigeria Educational Research and Development Council (NERDC) at Sheda. The commissioning program was carried out during the homecoming of the past chief executives of the NERDC. At that meeting, the Minister of State for Education spelled out the thematic area that he has been working and the direction he insists that the NERDC must work whilst he held sway of basic education in the country.
We shall find ourselves worthy of your noble assessment as part of your superintending functions. We shall be glad to receive your reasoned input, which will be geared towards making us operate better and more effectively and efficiently. So it's not just introducing. Make sure that we have the teachers who will carry on these subjects. For me, I want the federal government girls college Buhari, and the principal showed me a workshop for carpenters and electricians, and I asked her, are they going to do this from JSS 1 down to SS 3, but I'm going to just take it as one of the courses. Then when you finish, you will come and tell us that you have anything, you know anything pertaining to entrepreneurship. So I would suggest that for those who want to do this entrepreneurship, we have what we call vocational centers, or what we call technical colleges.
Nigerians are happy with the marked reduction in the cases of examination malpractices in our public examinations conducted by the West African Examination Council (WAEC) and the National Examination Council (NECO). As the supervising minister of these two examination agencies, Wike insists that transparency should be the watchword of the agencies. When there was an issue over the release of WAEC results last year, the minister ensured that the head of National Office of WAEC, Dr. Iyi Wadiai, explained the circumstances to journalists.
I have these two publications here. One is on this day, August 30th, 2011, Drama and Confusion as WAEC releases conflicting results. Again yesterday, as an editorial, Shame at WAEC. And if you read these papers, it was alleged that WAEC posted different results of the same candidates who sat for that exam. And for us as a body, we will not accept this. And so I've invited the head of WAEC to come and explain to Nigerians how come about this release of conflicting results to individual candidates. The head of WAEC, let him tell Nigerians, let him explain to all of us, there's nothing to hide. This government is a government of transparency.
We have admitted to the nation that there was a human error. There was actually two versions for the nation. But we have also told the public and our numerous stakeholders that immediately we detected, we went back to the correct file. And what we have there immediately posted on the website is the correct result, the authentic result, the one that is reflecting what we released on the 10th of August this year. So, as I stand here, Honorable Mr. Sir, what is there is that authentic result. The other one was done in error, and we apologize for that. I, as the head, the leader of the team, I take full responsibility, and I apologize to the nation that it was done in error, it was not a deliberate thing.
But WAEC and NECO have released results in record time since last year. NECO, on its part, has introduced biometric facilities to reduce the cases of impersonation and examination fraud during the conduct of its examinations. Wike was at NECO headquarters to help institutionalize the processes to reduce examination malpractice during the conduct of its examinations, and this has led to noticeable improvement.
What I'm recommending to NECO is that they should take a step further by making sure that schools that are found guilty of exam malpractice should be delisted in writing their exams.
For how long?
As far as I'm concerned, I recommend to them 10 years. And that will be, of course, for such students too, they should make sure that they don't participate in NECO's exam in the next 5 years. That will be as a lesson to them.
You also talked about staff who collude. What would be your recommendation?
Well, first of all, I have told NECO that yes, you are going to delete the school, take another action by making sure that such teachers have been arrested and prosecuted.
The general development of the nation's basic education subsector under the watch of Barrister Ezenwo Nyesom Wike is all-encompassing. He has made the entrenchment of a reading culture among our children a priority. On October 1, 2011, he had a historic reading session with Nigerian children. He had another reading session with Nigerian children from different secondary and primary schools at Abaji to drive home the point that they need to read.
Who till the land day in, day out? You must not disappoint me. You must work very hard at your studies. The man looked at his son's face. Nnamdi was overwhelmed with joy.
The best for him. I will work hard, Father, when I get to school. I will make you proud of me at all times, the little boy assured him. Nnamdi lived in Zunguru till 1912, when his father felt that he should move to Onitsha. The father was worried that he might not be able to speak his mother tongue if he remained in Zunguru. He was taken to Onitsha, where he would live with his aunt and paternal grandmother. The father was sure that he would be trained in the culture and tradition of his people.
He would have the opportunity of living in Lagos. He had heard a lot of stories about the city, and he would experience these firsthand and make new friends.
Reading is not only because you want to read for exam purposes. Reading is good for general knowledge. This text we read this morning, you may not find it in any of the curricula you may be doing. But as a student, you must have to know the background, the history of certain of our heroes. Take, for example, the man we have heard about him, Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. This book, if you find it anywhere, as a student, you should be able, even if you're a science student, you may be an art student, whatever thing, it does not stop you from reading this book to know about Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe. So reading means going beyond what you are taught in class. Reading means going beyond what you study in class. Reading means pick any book at any time you have leisure and read, so that you will improve on your encyclopedia, so that you will improve your general knowledge.
In the last 1 year, he has also encouraged the fundamental infusion of information and communication technology (ICT) into the curriculum of Nigerian children to make them competitive in the world stage. He organized a 1-week training for Nigerian children from across the nation on ICT to sharpen their skills.
The organization of the National ICT Week with the theme ICT, the future is here, is very timely and appropriate. Apart from creating awareness and encouraging the youth to take interest in ICT, it will also give stakeholders the opportunity to find creative solutions to the problems currently militating against rapid ICT development in the country. Furthermore, given the array of interesting activities, I have no doubt that the week-long program will be beneficial to all the participants, particularly the pupils and students who will be trained in various aspects of ICT in preparation for the national ICT competition. I also believe that the program will at the end empower the youth to adapt to the rapidly changing global environment where effective ICT knowledge and skills have become essential for enhancing personal development and life's success.
The Minister of State for Education at the close of 2011 received the award of the Most Outstanding Minister for the Year because of his performance by the Nigerian pilot newspapers. That award was handed to him by Vice President Namadi Sambo.
As the most outstanding minister in Nigeria in 2011.
The Minister of State for Education's efforts to reposition the nation's basic education subsector received the recognition of education activists across Africa, who gave him an award under the aegis of Civil Society Coalition for Education for All, SACEFA, and African Network Campaign on Education for All, and CEFA, when they visited the country for the African Education Ministers Conference.
It's a pleasure to present this award to the Honorable Minister. It is our prayer that we will have many more fighting for the cause of education for all our children and all our
The minister wants a situation whereby once he leaves office, whenever this call to duty comes to an end, he will be remembered for having laid a strong foundation for the nation's basic education to move forward. And that is why he is pursuing this interest of his with a lot of passion.
Without doubt, the revival of the nation's basic education subsector has been kick-started, and the nation can only march towards education for all Nigerians, irrespective of their societal status.